Here we are broadcasting from beautiful Baja, Tustin once again. This time it's going to be a short one. I think about the circular flow, the simple 2x2x2 circular flow. It's a simple picture of the economy, the simplest you can draw really, and we only assume two sectors. These two sectors are firms, those are producing units, that is businesses or firms, they're producing units, and households. These are consuming units. If you have any questions at all, you can come and take a look at my family. We're definitely consuming units. Households are also assumed to own all resources. So households own labor, which is the biggest resource. They also own entrepreneurship, capital, and natural resources. For the most part, they're owned by households. Maybe they're owned by corporations, but the corporations are owned by households, so it's a close enough assumption. So what do households do with the resources? Well, they take them to the resource markets. The more valuable resources are, the more households want to provide them because they get more money for them. And who gets the resources? This red flow shows that firms take these resources from the resource markets where the prices and quantities of every kind of resources are determined, and from these prices tell households what to provide more of, that is to get more resources. So when you train to be an accountant, for instance, instead of a medieval lit major, the signals are coming from these resource markets that accounting skills are more rare or scarce, than medieval lit major skills. Anyway, the resources tell firms, resource prices tell firms what to use little of or to conserve on so that they can produce whatever they're producing with the least valuable resources. This is good from the firm's point of view because it helps their profits, but it's also good from the society's point of view because it takes the more scarce and valuable skills and leaves them for their more important uses. Anyway, firms use these resources to produce goods and services, and they take these products to the product markets. These are the markets where finished goods and services are sold, and it tells producers what to produce more of. If the price is high, if the price is low, it tells producers what to produce less of. And these products then are purchased by households and taken back to the households and consumed. So this is the red flow. It's the real flow because it's the flow of real things, real resources and real produced goods and services. But flowing the opposite direction is this green flow. The green flow, well, let's see here, is the money flow. And when firms buy resources from households, the resources come towards the firm, but the money goes back through the resource markets and ends up back in with the households in the form of household income. So households, when they sell land, labor, capital, and entrepreneurship, they earn rents, wages, interest, and profit, and that becomes income to the households. What do the households do with this income? They take it to the product markets and they buy goods and services. They use it to pay for the goods and services that they buy, and this money flows back to firms so that they can turn around and buy more resources. So this is the simple circular flow. It's the 2x2x2. There are two sectors, households and firms. There are two types of markets, the resource or factor markets, sometimes they're called inputs, or inputs, resources, and factors are all the same term, and the product markets. So those are the two types of markets, and then there are two flows, the green flow and the red flow. The red flow is the real flow, green flow is the money flow. Now, this is the simple circular flow. In macro, we normally add the two additional sectors of government and the foreign sector, and that makes it a little more complicated, but this is a very nice introduction to how the economy, the simplest picture you can draw of an economy. All right, well, I'm happy if you're happy. Bye.